Yeah, you
And
can't.
actually, he has 1 combat defense right now.
Oh, okay.
Pretty god awful. 1 lower, and you always get 4 degrees.
Well, okay, that means I can't
Well,
miss
almost.
him. Yes.
But you can't hurt him.
Well, then, if he had a combat defense of 1, then a 2 would have... No, never mind.
No,
I
it's
don't...
5 above.
Right.
I was thinking the same thing with the 8, with the 0, but
Yeah.
above. Well, we'll start with this guy who gets like a plus half his fighting rank.
Yeah.
So he's amazing now.
Is it the current fighting rank or the penalty fighting rank?
Gotta go with the current one.
Oof, that's 2 degrees success on me.
All right, that is 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage, huh? Okay.
They're probably gonna kill their leader doing this.
6 points of damage. I thought about lashing out at other people instead, and so that's actually what I'll do. I'll take my final possible injury, take 3 points of damage. That puts me at 1 and 9 health. Berserker triggers. Vulture 6 was the one who attacked, right?
Yeah.
Then I will attack Vulture 1. Basically, like, Brie isn't entirely sure who hit her at this point, so, like, a leg goes flying out, and her, like, super ultra omega wizard dagger, because that's what she does, because she's a fucking sorcerer. 25.
That would be 3 degrees,
That would be 18 points of damage on Vulture 1.
which means he's screwed up bad.
Good.
They have decent combat defense, these guys, but they don't have health or armor. So. Well, number 2 here will try. He doesn't get any bonuses, but
That is a miss.
oh well. Wait, no, there are 2 more. Here,
Just
and
so
attack
stunned.
Alaric.
Although if they hit me, if
Oh,
they
God!
attack me, they
Look at that, 666. Doesn't get
sure.
better than that.
that's 2 degrees.
2 degrees is 6 points of damage.
Cloink.
You know what? This guy's gonna go with a damn bird, because that's
What?
actually doing a lot of hurt.
No,
like really
not
even
Kvalar.
Stab Queller.
It's a miss against Kvalar.
Kvalar dodges out.
He hits the big armored guy instead. 3.
Okay.
It's my turn. Thank you
It's
very
Alaric's
much.
turn.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
God damn.
Kill one of the
All
ads.
right, I'm gonna. I can't
Maybe
kill
if you
one of the
can.
ads. I can't.
Oh, you can't
So
hit
I'm
them,
gonna
yeah.
drop my greatsword, take out my warhammer as a lesser action, and then smack
Start pinging
Lord
Joven's
Will.
armor off.
Yeah.
Yes. Destroy his fucking armor.
With,
Damn, I wish you had done that like 4 or 5 rounds ago.
oh, tell me about it. I
That's
hit.
a hit for 1 degree.
Hit.
That's 5 damage.
That doesn't do anything.
That's fine, but shattering 2 on my
Right,
warhammer.
reduces armor by 2.
Yes. Sundering.
You like begin denting it.
Yeah.
His back turned to you at this point. Brie.
Okay. Rhea doesn't know about that shit. That sucked. But she is fully committed to House Will here to the extent where she'll devote her full focus to, rather than a split attack, attacking him again. Damn.
I mean, you get 4 degrees.
That is another 24 points of damage.
Yeah.
He has lower armor now, so.
Another 24.
It's true. I took off 2 points of his
I
armor.
have to take wound.
Yes.
Damn, like he took like a wound whenever I charged him, and now like another one on top of that. He's got 4 then.
Yeah,
do you
it
think?
has to be 4 now.
He'll. Well, he can't move, and he can't attack.
Oh no,
So-
he can attack.
Right, but,
Yeah.
but no, he can't. He cannot do that. So he will assist number 6 again, because I mean, it made the thing on his like body bleed. So that's a rarely a positive thing, but in this case, so he'll try to do the thing.
That is a miss.
Oh, thank God.
You have another one who will stab at Brie.
That is 1 degree of success.
That is 3 points of damage.
That necessitates me taking my final wound.
All right.
Because I have no armor. And with that in mind, Brie will then lash out again. This time because this stupid Wills of a bitch keeps moving her in the way. She will then... I think maybe I can do this without my bonus dice. I'm not sure. Guess we'll find out. Let's see here. 5, and then I have 2, and then I have a 2 there. 19.
Still 4 degrees.
That is another 24 points of damage on Joven Will.
Well, I can boost that by 9. 13.
Please die.
But
Please die.
He's fucked, yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
I mean, I imagine Bree's not going to show mercy here.
No. Unless he's got another destiny point to burn.
He better not.
Swear to God, if he does, I'm gonna just cave his skull in.
I'm
anyway.
gonna flip this table. I'm gonna flip
No, he
this
survived
goddamn
death. You didn't know. No.
No,
you can-
if he goes down, I'm
Anyways,
caving
I
his
want a
skull in.
description.
I don't care.
How this looks.
As noted, has been built from the backstory and has been fueled for, this is session 16 now. Bree's primary motivation, her goal was revenge. The motivation for that was hatred. She despised and loathed House Will, far beyond any words that she knew well enough to convey, expressly placing blame on them for what they did to her. And to see such a prime example of their survival here. Like, sure, their house was taken, but this individual, whom she did not face the first time they encountered because she had been so injured, she stayed away because she got hurt by the spider, and to come out here into this battlefield and to see, like, her uncle be chased down by knights. The entire inn was set on fire. Nini is down. Alaric is barely standing. Last gasp here. And this Joven Will has decided that it was his destiny to, perhaps take some revenge on his own. Maybe an older, more mature, less furious Brie could appreciate that. But as the Vulture 2, strikes with the spear and catches Brie, Brie clinches so tightly on Joven, screaming about how much she hates vipers and snakes, and how she will raise the entirety of Dorne, and how she will see it that no member of the Will dynasty ever survives again, and that this body will be wreathed in flames before it's sent to the Seven, soul and all, to be condemned for its hated atrocities. She squeezes the eyes with her fingers to pop them and to end a bit of catharsis on her own for all of the pain that has been caused her.
Yeah. These guys here are surprised and sort of infuriated, really. You are both like so many wounds and cuts. If you were in a better standing, they would probably just run. As it turns out, though, you both seem like you don't have much left in you. He might still be saved.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, but he won't see again.
This armored guy is not doing a whole lot right now. So we'll move up. Attack Brie.
No.
No.
Could Crawler move over? Help Brie.
No.
Sure. If you think he would do that.
Well, if they hit Alaric, I'm trying to think strategically here.
Strategically, they can't possibly
Yes,
damage Alaric.
yeah, they can't actually hit me.
Then Crawler will flap over to help Brie.
This is the part where I sprint away from combat because they can't catch me.
Whee!
I work here is done.
Alaric will move slightly forward and assist Brie,
All right.
giving her +2.
Okay.
You have a 5, right?
Yeah.
I'd like to round that up.
All right.
+3.
3 then.
Infuriated, huh?
How is Alaric assisting Brie at this moment?
He's like grabbing onto their like their clothing and like holding them in position with what strength he has, like trying his best to position them so Brie can actually hit them.
Then Brie will. I did think about moving her away because she could outsprint these, but in her condition, she is so lost and consumed by her hatred that moving away just is not an option for her. Let me think here. I think that I am going to do a divided attack, focusing on Vultures 2 and 6, because those are the two who have been attacking Brie. Focus on a divided attack, because I think that would be suitable.
Could you remind me how that is done again?
Sure, a divided attack has me split my test dice and my bonus dice however I see fit. I still do get to keep the static modifiers, though, for both rolls.
Right.
So in this particular case, I would... I guess I would split the penalty dice, too. The rules don't say anything specifically about it, but I guess like the penalty dice go with it, kind of guy.
Sure.
So in that case, 3 of her dice and 1 of her penalties will go to Vulture 2. And 2 of her dice and 1 of her penalties will go to Vulture 6.
Bonus dice?
Bonus dice will be split along in that 3-2 format. She gets an extra... Well, yeah, 3-2. She gets an extra one because she has Fast Fist. So she gets an extra bonus die, which would take her up to 4 bonus dice. Okay, then. So 2 on Vulture 2, 2 on Vulture 6.
Sure. Let's do one attack first.
Okay, this is against Vulture 2. I go ahead and this is 3 dice, 1 bonus, 1 penalty. I'm getting a +3 from you, +5 and that, and then I have 3 injuries. So it takes me to a total of 5.
2 wounds, right?
I do have 2 wounds, yes. I've split 1 penalty die onto Vulture 2 and
That
1
is
onto Vulture
true.
6.
Yes. Right.
This is against Vulture 2.
That hits him for 1 degree.
That is 6 points of damage.
All right. That does not down him.
Okay. This is against Vulture 6. Then that's not going to do it at all.
No.
Well, that ends Brie's turn then. Now having taken any of them down.
All right. Well, these two are trying to get the bird.
That is a hit.
All right. For a degree, which is 3 points of damage.
Let me bring up how much each points Porkvaller has.
Yes, 3.
All right.
I believe animal
let's-
cohorts have injuries and wounds.
Let's see.
We can very quickly check that.
Because I think it's like if you're animals bonded to the characters through animal cohort benefit take injuries and wounds just like regular characters.
Where do you see that?
Page 218 at the bottom
218.
in creatures.
It's like way further away.
Yeah, so
I'll trust you on that. Yeah, sure. You can take an injury or wound. Yes, is 1 endurance. So I suppose that's just an injury then.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which would reduce it by 1, which would have 1 health. Do you want him to bail?
Hmm.
He's been stabbed.
He has been stabbed. He has been stabbed. But he is defending Brie. He's doing his service to his house. He will stay.
All right, just I'll try to stab him too. And miss.
Yeah.
I'll try to stab Brie.
No.
Miss. This one will try to do the same.
No.
Oh.
Thank fuck.
All right, Alaric, I imagine you continue assisting.
Yeah.
Brie.
Son of a bitch. I could have had 2 of them killed instead of, at this point. Well, that's the consequence of doing fast attacks. Nothing a whole lot I can do about that. And I don't want to try and do a fast attack again because I didn't realize their combat defense was that high.
Yep. They have low armor and a big shield. Basically the opposite of their leader.
I don't know, low armor and a big shield with 16 being 1 degree of success. How big is the shield, Manica? I'm just curious.
It's a large shield.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Vulture 2 is heavily wounded. But Vulture 6, though, has been a nuisance for some time. I will focus the full weight then. Let's see here. I'm only allowed to make 1 attack. As sad as that is. So with that in mind, I think what I'll do then is attack Vulture 6. With, go ahead and factor in the penalty dice, and then that. Against Vulture 6. Guess I should attack Vulture 2.
That's a degree.
That's only 6 points of damage. They're both wounded. I've achieved nothing.
Yep, they're both wounded.
Okay. I can move my 5 away.
No. Well, he knows who he's gonna attack.
Alaric shouting, "No, fight me! Kill me!"
No.
This guy as well.
No.
This guy will move up here. Well, I guess they can't assist yet, so you know what? They'll both pass. They'll get the bonus dice instead.
I move away from them.
I'll go and assist. Brie.
Well, it might take me 3 rounds to kill one of them. I'll go ahead and split attacks again, though. This will go against Vulture 2.
All right. Yeah, you get a good degree there.
That's 6 points of damage.
That is 6 points of damage then.
And this is against... This would be against the other Vulture. Vulture 6. There's no fucking way this is going to hit. Let's see, it's 2. 2, 1, 1, and then 5. Nope, that's a miss still.
Yeah.
I have, yeah, with the penalty die there. I keep forgetting about that fact. Even with a 6, I still can't.
Number 6 here. Well,
I've only seen you
Still
roll
try to
5
attack.
dice, so
I'm splitting my attacks.
that doesn't reduce your dice number, though,
Yes, it does.
does it?
Yes,
I
when you
remember reading
like
that.
when you make a divided attack, you divide your total dice pool.
just the truth. Number 6 will actually assist against Alaric for number 4 here.
No.
Well, that is 2 degrees success, which is 10 points of damage.
This guy's trying as well. Yeah. All right. Well, It was worth a try.
Clank clonk.
Alaric.
I'll assist Brie.
All right.
Move slightly.
2 wounded to do
Yes.
divided attacks effectively. I could have had these folks polished off by now. I would. That's against Vulture 6.
Looks not bad.
I mean, at this point, these two.
And I will move the full 5 away. As I need to take advantage of the fact that I can move.
That's fine.
Sneer. Move there to grab this guy.
No.
Can I, like, jump onto his corpse? They ain't
but
moving
you end up
both
laying
of us.
down.
Oh, yeah, they're prone. Can I, like, stand over him? They're not pushing me out of the way. Like, like, my legs are literally over him, so if they go
You
to
have to
pull
do
him...
some strength checks, and I don't know that
Oh.
you're not wounded, injured enough.
I'm too wounded to be able
You're
to...
you're on the death's door. Yeah.
God damn it. I was, like, over here, wasn't I?
Keep smashing him with the Warhammer.
I just got enough room to get there, and then I'm gonna fucking swing at them. Because that's all I can do.
Can't you do a
You can
finishing
move
blow?
away. Like I can't charge them and hit them. Their shields are too good.
Can you just
Hear the
hit?
hooves of their friends.
Can you just use
Ah.
the Warhammer on
Coming with their
Joven's
horses.
face?
That's actually a good point. I could just
He's
hit
down.
Joven even harder.
Oh, he's dead. Yeah.
Yes, but look, at this point,
Yeah, Alaric will just
like-
leave it there.
like I'm not going back in there.
No, but
mm,
okay, he's flat out dead. He cannot be saved.
Probably not.
Look, if you want to like convince the vultures that they actually do need to stay and fight, you're just gonna have to stand there with them. I literally can't go back in there.
Alright, I'll just greater action, catch my breath.
Like if I charge them, I take a 3rd penalty die. I've demonstrated how how high their combat defense is. I can't hit them.
That's fine.
Well,
I get 1 hit point back. Yeah.
that's not something that I can like really do effectively. Well, there's Nima. They're going to have that
Oh,
fun.
sorry.
Brie can't really pick up someone effectively. Not for lack of trying. Nima is effectively dead weight. Shit. Brie will we will try. Brie will try and do a fucking strength test. It's a -2, -3 because the to pick up Nima. That is a 9, which I don't know.
With that, you can't pick up a fully grown person, but you can drag her.
Okay, I could drag her then as part of me dragging her, like 2.5. Drag Nima's body on the ground.
You should be able to move my. Oh, is it because I'm?
No, I could
I'm X'd out?
I could move you. Yeah, I just didn't
Okay.
think of doing it at the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brie will also probably notice that that Nima is not dead.
Good.
Just probably nice to-
That does calm her down somewhat. That's all Brie really cared about.
These guys will take this guy and they will begin to leave towards the sound of their friends with the horses. Because, well,
Aw.
Brie, is single-minded. Doesn't like Alaric is a grown-up. He can do his own things. Brie, huffing and puffing, like her collarbone still fucked up, like having been stabbed numerous times by spears, on the verge of death herself, just begins dragging Nima to the stable.
that combat is over.
Where's the
Remember, the
medical?
stables
lady?
are on
We
fire.
need
The
her.
stables are pretty much up in flame now. Yeah.
Yep. Bree doesn't notice that.
Oh, the
She'll
horse
notice it
is
when she gets
dead.
closer. Well,
No.
if Nima's horse is dead, my horse is.
Uh-huh.
Hugo.
Rosario.
Alaric will tell Kvala to go find help.
Sure.
Father
She'll-
blinks,
Where?
Like,
looks
Uh,
around. He might
nearest
he might
castle, I
like sort of
suppose?
fly away. He like bobs his head a little bit and then sort of flies away.
he's smart enough that generally castles have help in it, right? And
Right,
we
but
should be
generally
kind
castles
of-
don't believe a white raven with a hole in it.
I guess.
It's just a small hole. Okay.
He'll patch up as soon as he
Yeah.
doesn't get stung by a mosquito or.
Yeah, Kvala can defend himself against mosquitoes. Question 1, Malachi. The Lady Monisia. She was probably some sort of healer lady. She claimed to be, at least.
Potentially.
Yeah, is she
Will he try to find her?
yeah.
They
Yes.
have not been very good at hiding their trail, as it turns
Yeah,
out.
no, Kvala
All
will.
I can do is
fly.
survival.
I guess he can.
yeah.
Let's see.
Sure, he has that. You
Mm,
double click his token. I think you copied everything in there.
I suppose I did. Guilty awareness.
Yeah, we can do awareness. That'll be fine. He's a bird.
Yeah.
They do bird things.
Okay. Let's do.
Awareness
Bird
notice.
does do bird things.
All right, he can spot their obvious trail.
All right. He'll swoop after them.
Their obvious trail. Their guard. Didn't her guard die? Zuh.
Yeah, two.
Yeah, guards die.
Not both. One got shot twice and died.
Okay.
Yeah, they're hiking away from the fire because they don't want to die. You know? Don't no part of that.
Kvala will swoop
See-
down.
A little bit away, like you see the vultures basically. See some other vultures with horses that they speak briefly to, and then they load up the their lord, so to speak, or person, and they look back at you, and then they ride off potentially just to. Well, who knows what they're gonna go do? Probably not good though. You know, safe assumption.
I need to be.
Is
right behind.
Desmond also just continuing away, like not having?
Well,
known
he will throw a look behind him, like see if he's actually is followed.
not that he sees.
Okay. To his memory, where would be the closest, most likely place to find some sort of medical and military assistance?
That sounds like a memory. Roll.
Mhm. Can certainly do that. There we go.
Well, that would definitely be Harvest Hall, like a day's travel south.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, that is indeed where he must go.
All right. We'll set off.
And he won't stop before he's there. This is the second time in a very short while he's running toward castle. He does not like this.
Decimus
Yeah, next
triggered.
time we always bring extra help, friends.
Yeah, now from now on, we're rolling
then
around
we'll-
the fucking army.
Then while Alaric is having his moment with Gavala, then Manfred Brie like finally finishes dragging the body, like looks up finally at the stables. Oh, for the 7. Like sees the like entire thing burning. The horse like continuing to whinny, you know, if it's not already consumed.
A few of them have like run away as their stuff
Right.
got burned.
Yep. Decim rode away, Hugo followed after, and Bree's pony is gone. Ran to who fucking knows where. Bree like looks over at Nima and then slumps over, like, defeated.
It's not cold here, at least. But as you look up, you sort of slump down and look up. You see something you haven't seen. Well, Brie has probably not even seen it in her lifetime. As a few wet droplets hit her, she looks up and sees that it is tiny flecks of snow that have melted by the fire and are falling down. It generally doesn't snow in the marshes. Dessa maybe has had it happen like once, maybe twice in his lifetime. But apparently it's chosen now.
Brie then squints up at the sky. Doesn't know what the fuck this is. She's like 3 injuries and 2 wounds. Like, she has no dice available for knowledge tests.
Looks like ash
Okay.
Cold ash.
raining from the sky.
Brie looks at Ash, thinks that probably isn't supposed to happen, like, looks at the fire. And back of the sky and says, "Ha! Wreathed in flames, ha!
Alaric, what are you doing right now?
Um,
On the burning trees.
Alaric has probably brought Mantha out away from the burning trees, like out here.
Sure.
Like he's knelt, like on his.
I'll ask you then. Do you have a destiny point to burn?
I don't have one to burn though. Sadly. Although Nemesis drawback would be great to take. So
Well, you
that
Get another
motherfucker.
one.
like, you would not get another, like...
I meant that for Red Adder, but he's dead. So yeah, I don't have one.
I could offer you something then,
Mhm.
if you want to. You got pretty heavily poisoned here.
Mhm.
Maybe some of that poison stayed in your system, and maybe you were maimed.
Main.
I would let you take maimed, get a destiny point, and save Manfa's life.
Mm. Yeah,
Maimed.
maimed. What?
As
Okay,
marked, plus you lose any one limb. If the limb lost is a leg, have your movement speed and take 1 penalty die to athletics.
So, like, what? Alright, so I'd have to lose, like, a limb?
Yeah.
Mm.
An arm or a leg. Be paralyzed.
Could I perhaps counter argue poor health?
No.
Being maimed would pretty much make Alaric effectively
You-
useless.
You could still use the greatsword.
Yeah, but I'd be pretty much useless anyway.
Well, you just wouldn't be able to use the tower shield. Like, you would just, because you're so massive, you can still wield the greatsword in one arm.
No, I mean, like, I could just lose the
Or you
leg
could
and
have to use your horse.
yeah, I could lose a leg and half my movement speed. And my. And,
Well, it would
yeah.
be more difficult for you to fight with one leg than it
With
would
one
be for
leg.
you to fight with one arm.
I mean, I have a destiny point to burn. I could.
You're not around, though.
No, Kvalar is.
Kvalar just
No,
left.
he's not. He's gone.
He's going to get help. Maybe he comes back with help. Right?
Yeah, as much as I love Little Mantha and the political ramifications, getting maimed would severely impede Alaric's impact on anything, really. He would certainly not be anywhere near as good as a fighter.
It's up to you. What sort
Like,
of story you want to tell here?
I don't know, like,
I mean, you still with one hand, you can still swing that sword. You won't have a shield, but
No, I
Yeah,
understand
yeah.
like Haldamir's sentiment. Like he has a destiny point invested in Manfur, so it's up to him whether he wants to like keep that destiny point alive by taking the maimed drawback, or to let the destiny point go.
yeah.
I mean, you can reinvest, and when you get a new destiny point for a story goal, you could eliminate the maimed.
No.
Well, no,
Like,
you
how?
can't get rid of maimed generally.
Really? I thought you can get rid of drawbacks, right?
you
can,
can in
but-
theory, but you have to. How do you get rid of maimed?
Yeah, how do
I
you...
mean, if it's poison, maybe it finally exits your system.
This would be a bigger deal. It's basically a dead limb.
Deadline. So even if I even if I burn to destiny point to remove the drawback, that wouldn't work.
No.
No. Yeah, because Alaric being a fighter is pretty much his thing, and Maims pretty much makes him severely less effective. So Alaric would have to allow Manfred to slip away from him. As sad as this is.
That's your choice.
I don't see any other way that we could do it. And keep Alaric as the fighter he is. He's not exactly a
Alright.
talker.
All right,
And
then.
Yell
unless you,
help.
Hmm?
Yell for help. Maybe, I don't know.
Well,
I mean, as I said, I could burn one.
It's basically a bargain.
if
For
it would
all
be
intents
okay.
and purposes, Manfred is dead.
yeah,
So I can't burn to save him.
like fruit.
No, that
father.
would be outside the rules. But I think it would be an interesting, perhaps challenge to Alaric's character, and so I would be willing to make such a bargain for him.
Oh.
But it's up to Halldamir if he wants to basically accept my dare in a way or not.
If it's irreversible maimed, it's just it would effectively cut any chance of fighting in half, or any ability of fighting in half.
It's up to the story that you want to tell with Alaric moving forward.
Yeah, no, I don't.
You can think about it a bit then.
Yeah.
But let's let's continue with Brie is dragging Nima over there. Is she gonna run in there to release some of the horses that she might still be able to?
Brie stopped whenever like she saw like the stables up in flames. She doesn't know whether she can, and following her insensitive drawback, the only thing that she would do is like poke her head in to see if Nima's horse were still accessible.
It's there. Those
Um,
things kicking at its
yeah.
door.
Like Bree doesn't care about any of the other horses. Decim's got away. Bree's ran off and is gone forever. And Hugo trotted off after Decim. Even if like Nima's horse just like runs away forever, Bree cares enough about Nima to not let the horse die. So Bree will actually just let the horse go.
All right, it'll run out of the stable as fast as it can, sort of smoking little from the tail hairs.
Bree, like, she's just too injured and wounded, and like she's spent. Like, as it turns out, getting hit full on by a lance and then cut apart by all those spears without her armor really hurt. And she was fueled by adrenaline there for House Will, and whenever she saw Nima down on the ground, Nima is one of her two friends. Nima is what Bree cared about, why she actually went out there. Because she would not have risked her life for Alaric. And she has Nima now. Bree has no idea where to go from here, but she has Nima right now.
Carlo finds the people. How would he try to?
Well, he will caw at them and caw victory. Bob his head, sort of making the motion that should follow, and says, "Help! Caw!" And he will call those two words at them and try to get them to follow. By sort of landing, bobbing his head, hopping towards back, calling help, hopping again, calling victory.
The guard does not seem like he wants to at all, but Lee is, well, strangely intrigued, and will follow the bird. Animals do sense magic often enough. They'll begin making their way back. Though they had made quite a distance because they don't want to be murdered, obviously. So, or where they have to duck behind some trees as some horses right by.
Yep, they will make it back.
Well, you've made your decision, Halldamir?
Yeah. I think,
You have an Alaric now who is like shaped by like hatred for like, what just transpired, and after having lost like he's had squires before, right, Halldamir?
oh, yeah.
Yeah, but has he ever lost a squire before? Like
No.
in combat?
No.
And one of such importance,
Yeah.
effectively killing the Karen line.
You have, Karen, House Karen is dead.
Yeah.
They will never be the Lord of the Marshes again. Which
And
they have been as
the-
long as anyone remembers.
The political ramifications of this, having like this exiled House of Dorne, like, well, not like exiled, like they have like a steward from House Wyrmwood, but they still exist technically, like,
Well, these people are outlaws, basically.
right?
Oh, yeah.
So
But having
having
Dornish,
lost him to outlaws,
And not only that, but that to have happened in Selmy lands.
this is
Yeah,
this will kill. Like, Peak Gourmet Peak will be.
Like I'm really fascinated to see where the story goes from here, as morbid as it is, because
I'm really not. Really not. This is not enjoyable for me at all.
Why did you do this to Jonas?
I don't know.
I have 3 arrows in my character.
Alaric feels the sort of the pulse disappear in the young boy.
Alaric will just, like, cradle the boy in his giant arms, knelt down on his shins, and will weep.
All right. So if the nightingale shield now covered in blood and slight bits of snow. Yeah. Before Nima wakes up, though,
6 hours.
Yeah,
the
6
lady
hours later.
Swan is gonna arrive with Qualla, basically. What's Qualla gonna do when he basically sees this carnage? I mean, the inn at this point is inaccessibly burning. So it probably won't stop for a long time.
Jonas leaves us in suspense.
Oh, I was asked something.
Yeah.
What does Kvala do?
Manikai wanted to know how Kavalar would react to, like, whenever the bird comes back to the scene of, like, carnage, with the tavern, totally in flames at this point, completely inaccessible.
Well, Qualler will look around at the carnage, and he will call Lady Bonicia towards the one who would be the most injured, which would be Sir Alaric.
And technically, I suppose it would be Nima.
Yeah, but no one
you
cares
see
about
Nima?
me.
Oh, she's over there. Well, I mean, he will call Bonicia to the scene and make her see both Alaric over there and Nima and Brienne. Like, she can probably figure it out from there, right?
Except
Yeah.
for Brie.
Well, you'll basically see her walk in, shielding herself from the fire. So she will she'll call out Is anyone alive still? Who's the two of you? Is anyone else alive?
Alaric looks over and just shakes his head slowly.
Brie looks up as well. Her cheeks so thoroughly wet and yells, "Other than the one with me, there's no one else I know of who's alive. My uncle rode away. He's gone. Still alive. I don't know where he is."
She frowns, clearly at the notion that he would just run away from his little niece. As the soldiers sent to basically put these bodies so they don't contaminate the wounds of people.
And so that they don't burn so everyone can see.
No, it's not really a concern right now. This guy that was important. As she will move over here and look at Princess. I will need a bit of space.
Brie scrutinizes the woman, not having had any dealings or interactions with her. But she looks down at Nima, and Brie always reasons that, if something should happen to Nima, Brie will just kill the woman, which is Brie logic there. Brie will step away
Sure.
into hovering mode.
She'll lean over Nima and begin to work her strange work with green ointments and whatnot. Or herbal poultice and such. Yeah. What does Desmond intend to do once he reaches Harvest Hall?
Get help.
Choke at Garrison.
Say that the inn was attacked by Dornish raiders. And they better get the fuck over there with troops and medical help.
The 3 pairs. No pairs now. No pairs.
Nope.
All pairs gone.
Ashes and ruin.
He's good enough to convince people that they won't just call bullshit and tell him to go home, get off the drinks or something. They recognize him. He's,
Like, oh yeah, the Caladan who's been advocating. Lord Selmy.
we should help him. They will send what they can spare, which ends up being 10 men on horses with them. Though these are garrison guards. They can work, they know the terrain, basically. And will immediately set out, though perhaps Decim would like to stay here, too.
No,
He knows
he's
the way to the inn, and he's
he's
probably
coming back.
riding all day.
no, he's coming back with them.
All right, a fresh horse at least.
Yes.
All right. Sure. Begin making their way back. Bonicia will take care of all of you in turn. Though starting with Nima, then probably Brie, and then Alaric.
Brie would tell the lady to look at Alaric before her, because beneath all that armor with as much blood, all the arrows that are inside of that, Brie thinks that he's in greater danger. That's a rare sensitivity moment for her.
Sure. She'll go and do so then. Nima will wake up after 6 hours. She has been bandaged basically, and has a lot of weird smelling things on her body.
In that case,
She's alive.
Nima will wake up to basically being cradled in Brie's lap. As Brie sobs down into her clothes.
You will try and reach for Bree's head and pat her on the head.
Brie blinks.
Cough.
Her eyes light up and says, I was so worried I had lost you.
I was worried of losing you too, little one.
You're my only friend. You can't go anywhere, Nini.